Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Dean. It is the final round of the 2-2-2 competition. We have Sri Lanka, we have the West Indies. This is the game that will determine who gets themselves into that fourth place in this finals round. But I reckon we'll save that one for last. I reckon we'll save the highest impact games for last. We're going to begin today with England versus New Zealand, and this contest has no effect on the final series whatsoever. Not a dead rubber technically, but the winner of this could possibly go into the four if they get the win. Just temporarily, of course. Alright, huge non-contest going to be played here. England and New Zealand playing for pride in this competition at the moment. The winner will go in with a record of 4 wins and 5 losses. Let's have a look here. New Zealand have the call here. It's a bit of rain about it, I reckon here. England have won the toss. They're going to bat first in this contest. And that's an interesting decision, given how strong we think New Zealand's bowling attack is with Southee and Boult. But we'll see how we go. So Eoin Morgan has put himself in to the opener's position here, given just how good of a season he's had in this World Cup. He's been the standout for England so far. Trent Boult to bowl the opening delivery here. Morgan gets it through the gap, as we expect him to do. Just a single though, not a boundary, but you know, he's getting there. Here's Boult to Hales now, who's been elevated to the top of the order, and he has skied it straight to a fielder. You are out, son. Absolutely out. Santner takes the catch. England 1 for 1. And I think we wonder why he's not higher up in the rankings. Hale's gone first ball. Here we go now. Eoin Morgan back on strike with Joe Root, who is averaging a dismal 3 runs. Anyway, Boult is coming into Morgan. What have we got on offer here? A big 6. So he understands once again that one of his dumb players in the order have just got themselves out very early, and he's going to have to clean up their act. After getting a small score last week, Eoin Morgan, he's going to have to try and work on that. That's probably the shot that did get him out last week, that little chip through the offside, the drive. This one's going to pick up 2 runs. England move to 9 runs, all off the bat of Eoin Morgan, of course. And with 1 ball remaining in this first over, you would think that somehow, if Trent Boult gets a wicket, New Zealand will get the victory, but it's a dot ball, so Joe Root will be on strike. He looks very concerned, the fact that he will be on strike. Anyway, here's Tim Southee, just the 1 wicket for the entire competition. Tim Southee, just 1 wicket. Trent Boult has been the only one really doing domination. Although the wicket Southee did take, I think, was against South Africa when they needed it. And now he's got his 2nd wicket. I told you Joe Root looked very concerned that he was going to be on strike. He's gone. First ball. Quackaroni, a quacking duck. England all out again after 2 first ball ducks. They just have no one who can play this format other than Eoin Morgan. It's seriously a huge issue for them. Anyway, they are out of the competition well and truly now, as Martin Guptill will be on strike, who's not actually having a great tournament himself, given his 2020 record is so great, as he edges this one through to the keeper. The English think they've got a wicket, and they have. Oh dear, we've probably seen 2 of the worst bowling sides come up against each other here. Guptill goes first ball. Ross Taylor will be the man to come in, who's just made 7 runs across this tournament as well. And we've just seen these sides go out for very low scores. It's just, the total is just 10 runs needed to win, mate. It's only 10. And it's a dot ball. We've seen some great batting sides in this contest. I'm pretty sure they're the top 4 sides at this present time. Sri Lanka probably been the best all-round side other than South Africa in this contest. And there's a boundary from Ross Taylor for the Kiwis. But we've just seen in a game like this, and we saw it before in the match between Ireland and Pakistan and Bangladesh, we're just sides failing to get big runs on the board, both getting bowled out for nothing short of 12 runs. And right now, New Zealand, they need 2 runs. Surely, after those boundaries from Ross Taylor, he's just going to not get himself out and actually hit 2 runs to win this match. Just think about the match. Think about the situation. They know they need a good net run rate in order to get into the 4, but right now they just want to get the win over England, and it's just looking ever so grim as each ball goes on. It's just 2 runs. It really is. But it would not surprise me if Jake Ball gets a wicket off this ball and England win by a run. Kane Williamson on strike, and we've seen first ball ducks all day. Oh dear, he's got it. He's got the win. He's got the win. Oh my goodness. New Zealand survived. So the Kiwis end up getting home there by just the 1 wicket after, it was one of those games you just thought, surely they're not going to bugger it up. And they didn't in the end. Where does that put them on the ladder? I know it gives them, bragging rights over England, of course. Of course it gives them fabulous bragging rights. So, with that game, New Zealand move into 6th position, which is not enough to put them into that top 4. Their net run rate, too garbage at this point to make a difference. The next game we're going to be taking a look at. So the next match we're going to be taking a look at that has the least amount of impact here will be India taking on Ireland in what promises to be a fabulous 2-2 contest. Alright, huge game coming up once again here. India and Ireland. If India win this game, 100% lock in a finals position for them. If Ireland win, India is up for grabs. Their spot will be up for grabs, and it'll definitely affect their net run rate as well. It's going to make it very interesting here. Ireland coming off the back of a win. They had a win. It was in a super over. They're going to be bowling first is India, which means the Irish will be in the bat with superstar batsman Ed Joyce, who made 16 runs. Anyway, Kumar to begin the bowling here to Joyce. Bang. 2 runs. Start the bat. There'll be a second innings. So a big score on the board here for the Irish would give them all kinds of hope against India here. Especially with Ed Joyce in. If he can make the scores we've seen him make in super overs. He's made 2 big super over scores that haven't actually counted towards his scores in the regulation season time, obviously because you're batting a little bit longer, the super over scores do not count. This is a skied ball, fielder in the deep, he's underneath it and he's taking the catch just half a metre inside the rope. Joyce goes, huge wicket for India there. Pandya with a catch, and it's very disappointing for the Irish as Porterfield comes to the crease, getting 16 runs in this comp so far, but Joyce was able to get there. It would have been the start of something for the Irish. This is a boundary from Sterling. 4 runs pushed through the point region. And once again, Sterling on strike. Again, it's outside the off stump, and again, it's sliced away, cut away, this time for another boundary. So, Ireland with 10 so far from their first 5 balls. If they do end up ending up in a super over, you would feel like Joyce is going to be the man to make all of those runs. But 10 off the opening over, Sterling with 8 of those runs. They'd be pleased with this scoreline so far. As Bumrah comes in to bowl the second over here, Porterfield on strike, yet to face a ball in this innings. He's going to just edge it through and not quite carry to the man, so gets a second life. Here we go. Oh, and again, he's edged it and doesn't quite carry again, Porterfield. But Bumrah bowling some supreme stuff, but their dot balls could have ended the Irish innings. Any runs they get from here will feel like they're very lucky to get them. And this one, again, tries to go in the same area. It's a dot. It's another dot ball. So Bumrah, 3 dot balls here to Porterfield. Ireland still 1 for 10 at the moment. And they know that Rohit Sharma is going to be opening the batting for India. And the way he goes about it is he just hits hard and hits it early. So they're in a bit of strife if they can't get at least 15, I would say. Because right now, this game could be over in 2 sixes. If 11 is their final score. 1 for 11 off 1.4 deliveries. That is a nice ball. Beats him. All ends up Sterling. And with 1 ball to come, it's just 11 runs required for India to win if they get another dot here. That's an edge over the top. Is it in between the gap? It's going to just be a single, I think. It is. So 12 runs, the Irish total. What are they going to do? So India right now, Rohit Sharma, as we saw, he made 20 runs in that last match. He's got 56 to go. Murtagh, the guy who bowled superbly in the last match, he's going to be bowling the opening over here for the Irish, and they almost get a wicket through a top edge. No one underneath it, and it's also a dot ball, but they would have felt like they were an opportunity missed there. Could have got Rohit Sharma, and we saw that it was the short stuff that did create a bit of drama for the sides they are playing against. This is another short ball. This one's skied a bit higher. I don't think the fielder's going to get underneath it. They're going to keep it at just 2 runs. So at the moment, Sharma is struggling to pick up the short ball, but also the Irish struggling to field the ball well. This one's in the air. This should be out. Fielder underneath it. Wicket. Murtagh gets one. Sharma is out. And all of a sudden, 1 for 2. Can Ireland somehow pull off this win? But guess what? The next man in, Virat Kohli. 70 runs in this competition. Averaging 23, a strike rate of 233. 11 runs required. But he's not on strike. Dhawan is. Oh no! No! What are you doing? Thank God the ball was bowled so slow. It's not going to be for 5 runs. Oh, it is. Oh dear. They basically just handed him the game there. They need 6 to win after those 5 wides. You just can't afford to bowl those, Murtagh. Really? And this is whipped away for a boundary. Scores are level. Jeez, you just thought for a moment that the Irish would have had this. They were so close. So close. Actually, the scores aren't level. India trailing by 1 run right now. 1 run. But they just need 2 to win. So the field is both saving a single and saving some boundaries. Oh, this has been skied. There's a fielder there. He's there. He's under it. Ireland have won by 1 run. Can you believe it? I can't. Absolute incredible finish to this game. India just needed 2 to win. The ball was skied from Darwin. And the catch taken in the deep. Ireland have won by 1 run. Back-to-back victories for them to finish off the competition. Knocked off India of all teams. Murtagh again, 2 wickets. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Well, let's take a look at the standings here. This is how we currently sit with 3 games remaining in this round and in this, this round robin series of the World Cup, of the 222 International World Cup. Whatever, it's crazy right now. India lost a little bit of net run rate there, 0.76 their current net run rate. Still stronger than the Australians. So if they were to lose the Aussies, they would be on the chopping block of Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and the West Indies. And Pakistan, obviously, still to play. So we will take a look at all 3 of these games in the next episode. South Africa will play Australia. Sri Lanka will play the West Indies in a playoff game for the top 4. And then, or is it Bangladesh versus the West Indies? I forgot. No, it's Sri Lanka versus the West Indies. Bangladesh will play Pakistan. And the final match we'll actually play of the round will be Sri Lanka versus the West Indies to see who actually finds themselves in the finals after that one. So it's all to play for with 3 games remaining in that round. I hope you guys are enjoying the 222 competition now that it's officially 100% not rigged, even though it totally was never rigged to begin with. And I will see you guys later. Have a great day.